Guys, beware of the food. This is cancer right here. This is sickness. More especially in America. America, it's a lab rat country. They are lab rats. They treat the people like lab rats. They give them processed food. Even the food that they claim is all natural is not. So American food is the worst food you can ever eat. The things that they feed them, the things that they eat in the morning, the things that they eat in the afternoon is just sugar and fats and all of these things that don't help the body whatsoever. So beware, guys. Pray. This is something that you should pray for. Lord, please help me love to eat natural food. Help me to come out of this addiction, because they pray for these products before they go out. Okay? And then in other countries you have people who are eating worms. Just imagine people eating worms. And mind you, this is many countries across the world. And the question is why? It's because when you have an unclean spirit in you, the unclean spirit will want to feed itself through you. So, disgusting things that a normal person will find disgusting, the unclean spirits will want you to eat that. That's why if you get the chance to speak to anyone who went through some sort of demonic rituals and they tell you what they ate, you will be disgusted. The things that they ate to satisfy the unclean spirits, they are disgusting. They eat feces. Some of them they drink piss. Some of them they eat animal guts and rotten stuff. Unclean spirits don't like pure food. Okay, so you go to Asian countries and they're eating scorpions, which goes directly against the Bible. Remember in the Bible whereby it says, which one of you, if his son asked for a fish, would give him a scorpion? Or if his son asked for bread, would give him a snake or something like that? Well, guess what? In Asia, they're giving their children scorpions and they're giving their children snakes. In the Philippines, in China, in Tibet, they're eating crazy things. Snakes. They're eating snakes. Barbecuing snakes. Just think of that, guys. How crazy is that? Some countries, they're eating dogs. They're eating dogs. Remember in the Bible, God called that lady who came from a demonic tribe who was running after him. He said, it's not fit for me to give the children's bread to the dogs. So God had always had a problem with people who live like dogs. So if you have people eating dogs and boiling worms and eating worms, the worms that the Bible speak of, that in hell there's a worm that never dies. It eats you in hell, so you decide to eat it here on earth. What do you think they are feeding? They are feeding the demons in them. That's why if you ever meet anyone who claims to be a true Christian, but they're eating worms and they're eating insects and they're eating rats, they are not true Christians. There's something that goes hand in hand with what you eat and who you are spiritually. Okay? The same way that you cannot have someone who eats human beings who claims that he's a true Christian. It doesn't make sense. It matters what you eat. Okay? Don't eat worms. Don't eat scorpions. If you want to eat something, eat fish. You can eat a fish. That's not a problem. You can eat a fish. Okay? But I've noticed that a lot of demon hybrids or man-made hybrids, the people who are actually demons in spirit, but they are here in physical form to perform certain assignments, and they've been put in high places to do certain things demonically. I've noticed that they hate fish. They don't like fish. They don't eat fish. Why? Because they feel as if they are eating themselves. Isn't that hypocritical? The same demons that are encouraging us to eat human beings. Because in the demonic kingdom, there's factories whereby they are chopping up human beings and they are doing some magic, turning it into chicken, and they're bringing it here on earth. And we're eating that. If you see the adverts for KFC, they're always showing us, putting it in our face to say, you are the meat in KFC. You are the meat. We are killing human beings. We are serving the human meat to people. You understand? So they have a problem when we eat fish because they feel as if we're eating them. But when we eat ourselves, they don't have a problem with that. Okay? So also stay away from pork. Stay away from pork. Remember, There are certain things in the Bible that were not cursed before, but they were cursed after a certain event. Before, when the children of Israel were in Egypt, it was not a sin to put jewelry on, like chains and stuff. It was not a sin. It became a sin when they decided to create a god out of their gold and diamonds, and they created Beelzebul. Okay, that's when it was God said, no more shall they put these things on themselves. Same thing applies to a pig. Okay, same thing applies to a pig. When the demons decided to go into the pigs, and the pigs were used as a transportation for the demons to go to the water kingdom, that from that day the pigs were cursed. Okay, so if you eat pork, doesn't mean that you're going to go to hell, but it's going to do something to you spiritually and physically, because if you do research, you'll find out that the meat of pork is very, very it's filled with parasites and stuff. Okay, also don't eat frogs. Don't eat frogs. Do not eat frogs. And more especially to you tourists who travel the world, be a tourist who has a backbone. Don't go to Asia and start eating frogs. Don't go to Africa and start eating baboons and monkeys. And stop being this simp tourist to say, I'm in Asia and this is what they eat, let me try their national. No, I'm in Asia, but I'm a Christian. I won't eat nonsense. My God says I'm not supposed to eat frogs. I'm not supposed to eat crawling things. Okay? And I know some of you might say, but John the Baptist was eating white locusts. Yes, he ate that, but there's nowhere in the Bible when Jesus Christ was here on earth whereby he told us to eat locusts and stuff like that. Sometimes the Bible just mentions things that happened, but it doesn't say that you're supposed to do that. Okay? Don't eat snakes or eels. Anything that looks like a serpent, stay away from it. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't eat anything that looks like a serpent. Okay? It comes from the same bloodline. Okay? Don't eat everything that like slithers on the ground or slithers in waters like a snake. Stay away from that. When you eat that, you are feeding an unclean spirit in you. The food matters, guys. And mind you, even the food, more especially the food in the Western world, I strongly believe that it's more dangerous than eating a snake. More dangerous because it's more consistent and it's more demonic. As in, like, it's more consistent in the addiction that it gives you. You'll eat it once and you'll always want it. So it has power because it has addiction. It comes with addiction. So you have a lot of people who died obese, who ended up going to hell. And mind you, if you take your time to actually realize, you'll notice that it's very, very rare to find someone who's nobly obese who's a true Christian. Why? Because the bigger you get is the more you question God, to say, God, why am I suffering? Why? You doubt God. The more you get fatter is the more you look down upon God. Okay? So even when it comes to other Asian countries like the Philippines or certain Asian countries, they eat insects. I could care less the sauce or the spice that they put on these insects. Beware of this, guys. Do not eat these things. You are destroying your body slowly. Spiritually, you are destroying yourself. There's something about eating something that God said you're not supposed to eat. Even shrimps. Shrimp is like the cockroaches of the water world. They are cockroaches. Just imagine me like gathering up cockroaches and frying them and thinking that it is well with my soul. It is not. There's a demon that is making me to eat these disgusting things. Some other people, they eat vomit. You have more especially this man in South Africa, in Africa, who make covenants with Satan. They have this thing whereby they love drinking period blood. When their girlfriends are on their period, they want to drink it. What is that? So do not be deceived, guys. There are certain foods that you can eat, certain foods that you're not supposed to eat. Jesus Christ is Lord. Stay in Him.